We have theories and videos from all over the internet that are going to make us question everything. If you want your video featured on here along with a shout out, please join our Discord server. The link is in the description down below. Thank you, Orlandis, for the video.
Stop, you're gonna want to hear this.
Simeon Toko was a black African man born in 1918, and he had superhuman abilities similar to Jesus Christ. He was healing people, and he even summoned cherubim and seraphim angels to help defeat the Belgian army. As crazy as this may sound, this is a true story. We'll get into the other unbelievable superhuman things he did in a bit. The elite powers do not want the world knowing about this man because he was the first of many more Messiah-like figures to emerge. In the 1960s, Simeon Toko said more people like him would come and that the elites wouldn't be able to stop us. It is believed Simeon Toko was the first of the 144,000 described.
Come on now.
He was healing people and performing supernatural miracles. Some of the superhuman qualities Simeon Toko had was regenerating after attempts on his life, even if he was completely eradicated. One time doctors heard of the rumors of his mystical abilities of being immortal, and they removed his heart surgically to see if it was true. He woke up from the operating table saying, "Why are you persecuting me like this? Give me my heart back," leaving the doctors completely shocked. Simeon Toko was reaching people with his message, and the cabal attempted to silence him for lack of better words. Once they found out he had Jesus-like abilities, but no attempts on his life succeeded, and he just kept coming.
Like you said, the first of the 144,000, or as we would call it, the chosen ones, the people who waking up right now.
I just want to reiterate what he said. There was a part in the video that said, Simeon said more people like him would come and that the elites wouldn't be able to stop us. For those that get it. I'm just going to say it at that. Shout out to, can't say too much, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Reclaiming the Throne live soundtrack experience. Not just an experience, but now a movement. Black history throughout the ages. Come see your history. We first started in Augusta, Georgia, but now we're on the road to Houston, Texas. At the University of Houston. The event will be Sunday, June the 23rd, 2024. Doors will open up at 3 p.m. at the Cullen Performance Hall Theater. Come and find out about your culture, about your history. Meet us there, beat us there. Baruch Yahusha.
What the f is that? What the f is that?
Kaylee!
Is that a crawdad?
Why did I put
Careful, does it go?
Oh my god! What is that?
I've never seen one of those things before in person.
What the
Dude, where the from? I did not see that.
I don't know. Are there more? Are there more? Oh my god.
Thank you, Alexandria, for the video.
This man explains how he's gonna live forever, and Tucker Carlson just interviewed him. And what he said at the end of this clip is absolutely disturbing.
Those would not include injecting yourself with your son's blood, right?
That's right.
Why'd you do that?
And one day I was talking to my dad and he said, I need to tell you, I had this really scary situation where he said, I wrote a brief, I walked away, I came back and I saw that my words were a jumbled mess. I was experiencing cognitive lapse and I wasn't aware of it. He's 71. He said, I'm terrified of losing my mind.
Yes.
And I said, Dad, how interesting, because right now the team and I are talking about plasma infusions. And so I said, if you're interested, I'm happy to give you a liter of my plasma. And then my 17-year-old son was there and he's like, hey, if you guys are doing it, I'm in. So my son gave me a liter of plasma. I gave my dad a liter of plasma. The data showed that in me, there was no effect. But in my dad, his speed of aging reduced by 25 years.
Okay, so now we're getting into the theories about taking the blood of children.
So this is very common. We do organ transplants. We all donate blood. So it's just in a slightly different frame, but it's very much a part of.
Well, it's a recognizable frame. And by the way, I'm not endorsing any of this, but there is a frame, to use your word, on the internet of like super rich tech billionaires living forever on the blood of children.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a super appealing frame, I would say.
Yeah.
This is that.
Yeah, and we did it openly.
car to go get a house.
I was looking in the comment section to see what people were saying, and I was seeing a lot of people saying that he's referring to IULs. I don't know what those letters come out to, but it's a IUL.
We are just walking on human bones right now.
This is the side of Paris they don't want you to know about. Underneath Paris lies about 200 miles of tunnels that are illegal for the public to go into, storing over 6 million dead bodies since its creation. Fortunately, I was connected to someone who knows the catacombs really well and was willing to take me down into them. To get into the catacombs, you had to go through really tight tunnels. What the? Once we were in there, it was like a maze with so many different turns. It was extremely easy to get lost. Down there were so many different rooms. The first one was this chapel. It wasn't until I rewatched the video that I noticed a satanic drawings on the wall. Next room we ran into had a tomb of a man who got lost in the catacombs and was found dead 11 years later. In this not so creepy room where people rave at. As we got deeper, the floors began getting flooded and it was harder to get around. But eventually, we made it into this room, and I just couldn't believe what I saw on the other side. What the? It must have been thousands of skeletons in one tiny area. It just seems so surreal to think all these bones belong to people who were just like you and I. People who were once conscious and breathing.
These are humans.
Oh, maybe that's my grandpa. Yeah, maybe. And now, they all lie underneath the very much alive and busy city of Paris forever.
Thank you, Bino, for the video.
This is the biggest realization I had when I left the US. We live in the matrix here. If you feel like you've been indoctrinated to be a slave, it's because it's true. If your gut is telling you that this is not what life is supposed to be, it's because it's true. I promise you, all you need to do is buy a flight. Get the out of the US. Don't move, right? Just go on like a 2-week trip just so you can open your mind. Because the reality of it is, we've all been indoctrinated since kids. And a lot of you guys who have this spiritual awakening and you're seeing the Matrix for what it is, that's a good start. But you do need to get out of the US to really unlock the cheat code.
Thank you, Alexandria, for the video.
If you look at the back of a package of chips and it has more than just potatoes and it has all this crazy, that's not food. It's just industrialized, chemicalized, genetically modified. Food isn't only used to keep you stupid, but it's also an addiction. So why wouldn't big food companies want to create addicting factors or addicting properties to your food so that they keep you hooked? With that, you also have the psyops of them controlling the food. There's a reason why you eat inorganic fruit and it tastes like gross. It's because it's not really fruit.
All the stuff that we love to snack on, we crave, they put stuff in there to make us love it and to crave these things. I'm not telling nobody to change your lifestyle up. I'm not. I would rather show you than to tell you. I'm gonna be honest. But this stuff here, it's like they're making you fall in love with the sin of gluttony. It gets to a point, people got food addictions. The stuff that they're putting in food, it's not worth it. You can get addicted to this stuff, then it's causing health problems. The list goes on and on and on. I really am sowing into this body so that I can reap the benefits of me doing this. And then I'm trying to take care of what Yahuwah has blessed me with, what Yahuwah has given me temporarily. I'm trying to take care of this vessel, because you can't do a lot when you're eating this food and it's causing all this stuff, all these domino effects.
You're eating pig, guys. I can just tell you this. You're making a big mistake. Remember, the pig is the dirtiest animal in the world. It'll eat anything and anything. Remember, a cow only eats grass. Okay? It doesn't eat corn or anything, or wheat or soy, but it's a vegetarian. You eat animals, okay, that are scrappers, then you get all the parasites that live in the pig. Remember, the pig tapeworm is bad arse tapeworm. If you had pig, and maybe not, it doesn't matter. If you've got an egg and they secrete out 200,000 to 300,000 eggs a day, and the pig tapeworm has to go through 5 different cycles in your body. It starts in your stomach, it goes and bores out into the small intestine to the liver, it goes to the liver, makes a house of babies, and then it goes back into the bloodstream, and it goes to your brain. Okay, you got lesions in your brain, you got certain things on x-rays. These are the tapeworms. They control different parts of your body by having children that this thing, this alien, goes in different parts of your body. Goes in the liver, makes babies, goes back in the bloodstream, goes into the brain maybe for next, and makes babies. Then once it's made babies in there, remember, it's making a colony, it's like a bee. It goes into your heart, makes babies. Goes into your gonads, makes babies. Wow, this thing's a machine. I know. And then it comes back around into your lungs, and you you cough it up, you get cold, you think it's a fever, you think you got a sickness, and this is the last cycle of the pig tapeworm, the last cycle of the beef tapeworm, the last cycle of the fish tapeworm. These things have cycles in your body. They don't just come in your stomach.
Owns the rights to the interior of the Great Pyramid? NASA.
What?
I was told by one of the guides a couple years ago that they've discovered something technological about it and they want to control it.
That's spooky, man.
They also own the rights to a section of the Grand Canyon. So I took a helicopter down into the Grand Canyon. They said we can't walk to this area. That area I heard had some old carvings or something would be over in this area. So I started trying to walk that way. And this guy pops out of nowhere with all black on, black hat, black military outfit with no logos, and an AR-15 and tells me, halt, you can't go any further. I'm like, why? I said, what's going on? Well, didn't they tell you couldn't come over here? I said, well, they did, but I'm thinking, I just want to see, what's over here.
Right.
And he says, you can't come. I said, well, why? What? I said, can you just tell me, sir, why can't I come over here?
Right.
He says, NASA owns the rights to this section. You can't come over here.
At the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Do you have any theories of why that is?
There's got to be technological. Starts in something with space. And then also, where else? Chaco Canyon. Same situation. So wait a minute. What's going on here? How in the world what are they doing?
Ooh, rigged since day one.
First team
25 years ago.
The game. We'll have a toss to determine who receives. Who will call it from Pittsburgh? Number 36, heads, tails, heads. Call it plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads, it is a tails.
Oh, I wish he said tails. He did.
You want to take the ball?
Look at Jerome Bettis. He's still, what's going on?
You changing the head.
So is anybody going to talk about how 50 Cent just brought Black Wall Street to life in real life in Shreveport? Not only do he got the studio, but he just bought up half of downtown. He just built an empire that fast. That's nobody talking about that. I'm blown away. This is crazy. Yeah. He about to rebuild that whole area. That's about to be a new hub. That's powerful. That's an empowering story from hip-hop. Man, that's what you can do with music. You can go to that level. You should be talking about that. If I talk about that, we should be talking about it like this. Because it's inspiring. We can do it too. We could pick a small town and revitalize it step by step. Don't happen overnight, clearly.
April 18th declared 50 Cent Day.
Wow. That was amazing. Usually I already know what I'm going to say because I already know the song. Right? This is different. This feels great, man. It's really exciting for me. I just like to say this, ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Tom Arson, to the wonderful people of Shreveport, it's an honor for me to stand before you here today. As someone who's always believed in the transformative power of music, film, and television, I'm really excited to show you the expansion of G-Unit Film and Television through G-Unit Studios right here in Shreveport.
Where is that?
From the gritty narratives of the street to the compelling stories that define our era, G-Unit has always been more than entertainment. It's been a place for voices to be heard, for stories to be told. Shreveport, it's more than just a business decision. It's a commitment to fostering talent, to creating opportunities, and to investing in the community itself to build what I would need to be able to execute what I got going with G-Unit Studios. It's going to create a lot of jobs. But through the expansion of G-Unit in Shreveport, my aim is to embody the spirit of conscious capitalism, to focus on creating jobs, stimulating commerce, and contributing to economic growth for this vibrant community. Our vision to make Shreveport a beacon of the entertainment industry, a place where creativity meets opportunity, where talent meets mentorship, and where amazing stories come to life that resonate globally. Right? So to the wonderful people of Shreveport, I want to thank you for welcoming me with open arms.
In 1885, William Warren, the first president of Boston University, published his work Paradise Found, the Cradle of the Human Race at the North Pole. In the book, he recites scientific explanations and ancient cosmology that all point to the same conclusion. Paradise is located at the North Pole. Warren points to the Garden of Eden at the North Pole, as well as Atlantis, Mount Meru, Avalon, and Hyperborea. Hyperborea, the ancient Greek paradise, broken down means beyond the aurora borealis. This emerald-colored light shoots out of the center of our plane, where there is a vortex leading into this long-lost paradise. In his book, Warren mentions the night skies of Eden, showing an early depiction of the aurora borealis. And over the years, many have suggested that Hyperborea was the original Garden of Eden. So Hyperborea, Eden, Avalon, Agartha, Shambhala, these are all different names that have been given over the years to the same paradise. Warren calls the North Pole the navel of the Earth. And like I've been saying, all compasses point north to this paradise, urging us to come pass into Earth's center, Earth's navel.
The government of Japan has said that Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, Wheat Thins, Honey Bunches of Oats are all causing people, and they will not allow these American foods into their country anymore. They have a potent toxin in them called BHT, butylated hydrotoluene. This chemical is a flavor enhancer that is meant to make these processed foods actually tolerable when you eat them, but Japan has a different idea. Why don't we just use real food that actually tastes good? So while countries around the world ban American foods because of how causing they are, we can still get them in our stores. Be careful, look for the letters BHT on the side of the box. If you see it, put it back on the shelf. Do not buy these foods.
It blows my mind how when I'm watching these videos, they say that other countries are banning whatever American food or product it is. Meanwhile, you have America that's like, we don't care. We're just going to still sell it. FDA said it's approved, so it's approved in our hearts and in our minds. The other countries is like, we're not with that. If we're going to sell cereal, it's going to have real products and real ingredients in it. But you have America that's like, well, FDA approves it, so it's fine, so we're not going to take it off the shelves. Just like the video that we reacted to a while back of the products that had a huge difference between like American ketchup and Canada ketchup. American ketchup had this much of a list of ingredients that it took to make the ketchup, and Canada only had this. Do you see how big of a difference that is? America don't care about it. So when America be trying to push stuff and push a narrative and this and that, these the same people that are selling us what they're selling us in these products and the cereal. And they know cereal. They already know who eats cereal the most. The children. Who are they targeting? The children. Who does it start with? The children. It's nothing new under the sun. And then somebody said on here, I use an app called Yuka so that instead of reading all the hard names, the app will tell you specifically which chemicals are bad for you. So it's apps out there too that will do this for you. But I'm telling you, if the list looks like this, let it go.
This is the world's first realistic female robot assistant.
I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
Dang, I got competition.
I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
Same, but different. But still same. We are same.
All my ramen lovers hate to burst your bubble.
Stop eating ramen, and here's why. Ramen is a very popular meal because it's cheap, easy, and quick to make. But that's exactly why this is the problem. We all eat this without understanding what it's doing to our bodies. But we're gonna learn today. First, if ramen ever made your stomach hurt, our bodies have a hard time breaking down processed noodles.
We noticed that processed ramen noodles were less broken down.
You can see the stomach contracting back and forth, trying to grind up those noodles.
And the harmful chemicals and preservatives from instant noodles stay in your body for a long time. This only affects your health negatively in the long run.
Research even shows that eating more than 2 bowls a week can cause serious health issues.
Sadly, your favorite instant noodles can also cause liver damage. Instant ramen is identified as one of 7 meals to avoid at all costs. The high salt levels in this meal might increase your risk of developing renal disease and kidney stones. Eating too much instant ramen can affect the way you act. This is because of the TBHQ preservative. If you continue to take TBHQ over a long period of time, it may damage your DNA.
Now, if ramen is your go-to shoku meal, there is a healthier option. These are plant-based noodles that are also nutritional, and it's called chef Chef Wu. It's full of organic ingredients and plant protein. And I recommend you finish your meal with a nice fruit bowl. Fruit is high in fiber and will help you digest food a lot better. Share this video with somebody that eats ramen and hit follow so you don't miss the next video. Y'all stay conscious.
I think I finally figured out the thing about the US that has confused me for the longest. America is like this super individualistic nation, but I've noticed living here that people tend to fall into cult-like behavior at a far higher rate than any other country I'm familiar with. And like that was kind of confusing to me because cult behavior and individualism are two opposite ends of the spectrum. And I was like, why are these people falling into this behavior? And then the more I thought about it, the more I realized it's not in spite of the individualism, it's because of it. People need community, and naturally they will seek out community and group identity. But when you have this intense focus on every person for themselves, it kind of erodes a lot of the healthy forms of community, which is why you see people joining things like QAnon, the Flat Earth Society, Patriots Front, becoming an Elon Musk reply guy, decking their yard out in Trump signs. It's all just different manifestations of the same problem.
Oh, wow.
People are looking for like a sense.
Safe to say that anything that's earth will charge you.
Yes.
Rocks. Mountain.
The tree. People be like, man, it's cold outside, KT. I ain't about to take my socks off. I'd be like, hug a tree. And if that's too sensitive for you, just be real cool and lean up against it.
What does that do?
The tree reaches up to the sky, but it's also
on the ground,
grounded deep in the earth. So that's like the ground sideways. You just touch it, and that's like you putting your feet in the ground. Because just like the soles of our feet, we have like the white part and then it's brown on top. Where else is that on our body? On our hands. So we could do the same thing with our hands and put them on the tree, and we'll get that grounding effect.
And it'll warm you up.
Warm you up, charge you up, heal you up. How many times I done had colds and everything like that, I went and leaned on a tree and the tree be like, I'll take that off you, give me that. They've been here a lot longer. They know what they doing.
Space is not real. What do you mean by that? Space isn't real. It's only the sun and the moon.
Facts.
It's only the sun and the moon.
I knew that.
Yeah.
For real?
Space is not real. I did not know that. And the earth is flat.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why do you think that I don't agree with? No, I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Why do you think scientists? It's proven. You can search this up after the podcast or whenever. Now it's up to you. Scientists went down in the earth, right? They tried to go to the earth's crust. They found water. I thought it was hot. What happened? I thought it was too. Exactly. It's water, fam. And in the Bible, it said he divided the waters in the midst, meaning in the middle, right? He divided the waters from the top and the bottom. Basically, it's waters below us and waters above us. That's why the sky is blue. It's not because of a reflection. They lied. The sky is just blue because it's water above us. Why do you think God flooded the earth so easily with Noah? He literally opened the firmament, the heavens. I'm finna show you something. You know satellites? Satellites, there's no real picture of a satellite. Space is not real, bro. Look. I didn't know that. Ain't no real picture of no satellite. It ain't real. It's not real. Oh, wow. Yeah. Every photo is edited. I might be speaking too much. They gonna come get me.
If you're not getting your feet in the grass and your hands multiple times per day, you are going to suffer and you are going to be out of alignment with the way that the Most High God created you. In Bereshit, Genesis 2 verse 7, Yahuwah Elohim formed the man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. We first came from the earth. When you put your bare skin on the earth, there's electrons, which is literally electricity that moves freely between the earth and the grounded human body. Your body absorbs these free electrons from the earth. Once these electrons are inside your body, they act as antioxidants, which provides many health benefits. These are just some of the proven benefits. Decrease in inflammation, decrease in pain, less stress, reduce cortisol, regulate immunity, enhance the mood, improve the blood flow, fast wound healing, heals the heart, increase in energy, reduces anxiety and depression. Sometimes you think you're battling spiritual warfare, but you really just need to get rid of those EMFs that are stuck in your body and go put your feet and your hands in the grass for 30 minutes. Decrease in fatigue, improve circulation,
all this
reduction in
stuff.
blood pressure, protection from EMFs, regulate circadian rhythm, reduce blood viscosity, speeds up the healing process, right? If you're dealing with a health issue, you need to be grounding. Supports the heart health, Look at this. Grounding or earthing is a therapeutic technique that focuses on realigning your electrical energy by reconnecting to the earth. Reconnecting to the earth. Remember? Because you came from the earth. Right? Remember, your body's an electrical unit. When you connect with the biggest electrical unit we have, one that you literally came from, it is going to heal you, and it's going to heal your body on a daily basis. Do not neglect the elements that the Most High has given us for our bodies.
Hallelujah.
Sick.
Now, I know to somebody that sounds crazy to sit here, take your shoes off, and to just have them on the ground or on some grass. Trust me, I was there. But ask me where I'm at now. Grounding. I wanted to look up because I don't remember. I was looking at the benefits and stuff, but I wanted to see if like your immune system is that part of the pros when it comes to grounding. So I'm about to check real quick. So it says grounding, also known as earthing, is the practice of connecting the human body to the surface of the earth. Some researchers believe that grounding can restore the body's natural defenses, including the immune system. So the reason why I said that was because I believe since I've been grounding and actually practicing and doing this, that my immune system it's changed for the better. In other words, like I feel like I don't get hit with illnesses or sicknesses, I guess you can say. I feel like my immune system is so up that if I do get hit, it's once in a blue moon. And this is coming from somebody that used to get hit with sicknesses a lot. Strep throats, colds, coughing, congestion. I used to get this stuff like not on a weekly basis, but like low-key on a monthly basis. But since I've been grounding and since I've been in nature and enjoying the sun, getting vitamin D, just I guess connecting back to where I come from, I just feel that things have been changing and working for the better. So this is definitely something that I partake in and what I love. And it's literally it's no routine or ritual. It's just take your shoes off and just walk the grass. Like I have a backyard. I just sit here, me and Minnie, my dog, y'all know who Minnie is. We'll just sit here and just walk. I'll just walk around for a bit. I'm not out there for 30 minutes. I don't really know if there's a time limit on this stuff. I just sit there and I walk back and forth until I feel like it's time to go in. Honestly, I'd be out there long because it'd be so warm out there. It'd be cold in my house. But I just be out there and I just be enjoying hearing the nature, hearing the birds chirp, not even seeing wind, but feeling wind, if that makes sense, because you don't see where the wind's coming from, but you know it's there. So I just enjoy life. It's just like a pause on everything, like technology wise, and just really soaking in the presence of Yahuwah and all the creation that he has made. Hold on, Volkswagen is winning. So who created Volkswagen? And is this true?
If everything you needed was in the book, then the teacher would be too successful to teach the class. If everything you needed was in the book, then the teacher would be too successful to teach the class. If everything you needed was in the
That's a quote, but I'm trying to let it soak in. Hold on. If everything was in the book,
then the teacher would be too successful to teach the class.
Then the teacher would be too successful to teach the class. Hold on, my brain, y'all know I love me some quotes. This is blowing my mind. Hold on. Because I'm not, okay, I may have to have one of y'all break that down for me. Somebody say you don't need the books, you learn by doing, repetition and consistency. Fumble until you get it right. Y'all look, you're gonna probably have to break that one down for me. That's a quote that it's not clicking, Steven. I will go ahead and end it there on that lovely note. I really want y'all to break down that quote for me because y'all know I'm big on quotes. But when I don't get a quote, I'm like, okay, hold on. We're going to have to go to the drawing board and figure this out. Thank y'all in advance for breaking it down for me. I truly appreciate it. Or what is it that you guys get out of that quote? Not gonna worry about it. And then here's the deal. I might get it after I end this video because that's what Yahuwah will be doing. Sometimes I don't get stuff, and then after a while, it'll be like light bulb. Thank you guys again so much from the bottom of my heart for sending in all these videos. I want to give a shout out to Bino, Alexandria. I'm trying to see who else sent in stuff for this reaction video because it really was just Bino and Alexandria. It was myself. I sent one in here and I believe Eric was in here. So shout out to you guys. I truly do appreciate you. I'm not done. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this list, but I do want to say that these are all new videos that I am sharing because I know a lot of people are like, you're posting old videos, Perky. Well, last time I checked, information doesn't die. Knowledge doesn't expire. But I get it. Y'all want videos and y'all want up-to-date videos. So y'all ask and y'all shall receive, because I'm doing that. So thank you guys for those that are sending in videos, and who's going to be joining and adding the Discord that's going to be sending in videos after this video. I do truly appreciate you. I also want to give a shout out to all you guys, because we are on the road to 800,000 people. That is crazy. 800,000 people. I want to give all esteem, all glory, and all honor to my Elua Yahuwah and my Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, because it's them. It is them working in and through me. So I have to give credit and honor where it's due for that, because I am just a vessel that they work in and through. I promise you. So all esteem, all glory, all honor goes on to them. I wanted to say shopperkyy.com. Thank you guys for all the love and support I've been getting. Please take a picture and tag me so I can feature you on the website. And thank you for those that have been buying stuff, because I do get, you know, obviously notification stuff. So thank you for those that have been buying. I've been seeing it. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Even the comments that you guys are leaving, I see it all. I promise you I do. So thank you so much. But that is all for today's video. Y'all have a blessed one, and I will see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul.